Barca! Barca! Barca!
Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca, the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest on FC Barcelona. As usual, we start with this report claiming that Barcelona have been offered the services of this Valencia duo, Jose Gaya and Carlos Soler, for 60 million euros by Valencia. But guess what? Barca turned down that proposal. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Secondly, talking about Rafinha, it has been reported that Barcelona cannot afford to pay 25 million euros for the Premier League forward. Thirdly, we are going to be talking about Barcelona B sensation Ace Abde. It has been reported that he is set to be promoted to the first team as from next season. And finally, talking about Robert Lewandowski, it has been reported that Lewandowski is prepared to take a large salary cut in order to join Barcelona. So guys, as we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end.
Barca! Barca! Barca!
Reputed journalist Gerard Romero has offered thoughts on today's meeting between Joan Laporta and Valencia bosses Peter Lim and Annie Murphy. Romero believes Laporta has a good relationship with Valencia and had a fruitful meeting with their bosses where many things were discussed, including Jose Gaya and Carlos Soler. The two Valencia stars have attracted all kinds of headlines at the Mastella this week, especially after leaked audio that seemed to suggest Andy Murphy threatening Soler about leaving the club on a free transfer. Soler's current contract at Valencia expires in 2023. The same applies to Gaya as well, with both the players reportedly keen on remaining at the club. However, it seems Valencia fear they both may leave on the club for free in 2023 if they remain at the Mastella for another season, and in light of such fears, they have offered Barcelona the opportunity to sign the two during today's meeting. It could be an excellent market opportunity for Barcelona as they have been in the market for a new midfielder and a new left back. However, Valencia set a combined price tag of 60 million euros on the duo, which has been turned down. That said, Soler and Gaya, they have two players who bring considerable experience at the highest level of football and have the quality to become first choice stars at the Camp Nou. Signing Jose Gaya could be tricky, for Barcelona as the Spaniard will not be keen on playing second fiddle to Jordi Alba. But the potential arrival of Soler could serve as a massive boost for Xavi in light of Felipe Coutinho's permanent move to Aston Villa. Soler offers excellent versatility in the middle of the park and can operate out wide if necessary. It could make him a valuable asset for the Barcelona side, and with his contract expiring in 2023, he could be available on a cut price deal this summer. It is not a hidden secret that Barcelona have been monitoring these two Valencia players a lot, and of course to the extent of having a meeting with Valencia, which their situations were being spoken about, and now getting the report of those two players offered to Barca by Valencia themselves. But unfortunately, Barca said no, they won't pay such an amount. But left to me, I don't see it as a big deal. I don't see it as a big deal. We all know Valencia and Jose Gaya have been, in a contract negotiation, and Jose Gaya, for one, have been the most talked about left back target for Barca in a year or so. And why can't Barca take the opportunity, just bear the risk to go for Jose Gaya? I don't see it personally as something of a big deal for them saying no, we don't want to spend such an amount for those two players, because those two players, they still have contracts. They still have contracts with Valencia, and it couldn't be the worst decision, if Barca could have said, all right, we'll accept that for the two players. Jose Gaya, for one, have been our priority for the left back role for a very, very long time, but we have not succeeded in getting him. Why can't we pounce on this opportunity to get Jose Gaya? Of course, Soler have been a quality player for Valencia, but How would the midfield department look like with a lot of midfielders? Except Frankie de Jong succeeds to go to Manchester United. Okay, good and fine. So led to Barcelona will be a good option as well. But right now, um, it's very tricky. Talking about the left back role, where are we going to find a good left back for the future right now? Because as it stands, I don't know. Nothing have been spoken about that. Alejandro Grimaldo, who was one of the most talked about targets, who plays now for Benfica. Yesterday we got reports of Tagliafico, reports of Grimaldo not making a move anymore, that Barca have ruled out any potential move for Grimaldo. But right now, Jose Gaya have been offered to Barcelona alongside Carlos Soler. I just thought Barca might have like, all right, maybe let's go for this. And just the fact that Jose Gaya has been offered, let's take this as an opportunity to bring him to the Camp Nou. But that was not the case because Laporta had a dinner meeting with those two guys, those two bosses from Valencia. And obviously those players must have been talked about in that meeting. But even though when they were asking Laporta the other day that what were you guys saying in that meeting? What was being spoken about? Of course, Laporta, who acts very professional as a president, couldn't say everything. He was just like, no, we're talking other things, but he never specified. Like, there was nothing like, no, we're talking about Gaia, we're talking about Solena, or he did not say such, but he just said we're talking about non-sporting issues and also sporting issues. So let's see how things will be if Barca will end up having any of those two Valencia players. I don't know, because just the only way that they can have is to negotiate a lower fee for the two of them. But left for me, Jose Gaya, when it comes to left back targets, Barca should really still push for him. Because from the look of things, Valencia are panicking because Gaya might not extend the contract as we have been hearing, and he might leave as a free agent, which Valencia don't want that to happen. Then on to the next story of discussion. FC Barcelona are currently embroiled in a tense transfer chase. For Robert Lewandowski, they are looking to prepare and operate an opening offer for the Bayern forward, who has emerged as a top target for the club. But in light of the pursuit of Lewandowski, they are slowly falling behind in the race to sign other targets. Dario Sport has recently dropped a report revealing the club's pursuit of Rafinha. The Brazilian winger has been linked with a move to Camp Nou for quite some time now, due to his trickery and pace that could improve Barca's approach play. With Leeds United running the risk of getting relegated in the final week of the season, one would expect Barcelona not to have any difficulties affording Rafinha, whose release clause value would drop to 25 million euros once Leeds are demoted to the second division. However, the report states Barcelona are not in a position to afford Rafinha's 25 million euros release clause. They are relying heavily on player sales as means of generating revenue. The Catalans have recently sanctioned the 20 million euro sale of Philippe Coutinho to Aston Villa. The likes of Antoine Griezmann, Clement Lenglet and Samuel Umtiti are soon expected to join the list. Recent reports suggest Barcelona are even willing to offload Sergio Dest at the end of the season, while Frankie de Jong has been linked with a move away from the Camp Nou as well. As far as Rafinha is concerned, the Brazilian has been targeted as a direct replacement for Dembele. Barca are currently locked in negotiations with the agents over a renewal, but it appears the club are set to miss out on the player due to agent commissions. Dembele's exit could pave the way for Barcelona to go after Rafinha, as they will not have to incur the Frenchman's current wages, but the club might still hold out for a few more high-profile exits before they can go after the Leeds United forward this summer. Rafinha has been a long-time target for Barcelona, ever since Dembele's future have been uncertain, and Barca have been pushing for the Leeds United forward to come to the Camp Nou, especially with help of Deco, his agent. Deco being a legend of Barcelona, that have really helped in negotiations so far. And there have been a lot of talks that if Leeds United get relegated, then of course Rafinha's price tag will certainly go down according to his clause there to 25 million euros. But it kind of still baffles me seeing this kind of report saying that Barcelona will not be able to pay that 25 million. They cannot afford to do that. And is that how broke we have been? I don't get it, because normally as fans, to some extent, we have been expecting that, if Leeds relegate, then the 25 million euros is very, very affordable for Barcelona. And now that just might likely be the case, that Leeds relegate from the Premier League, then how come Barca can't afford 25 million euros for their priced target? I think it's gonna be a very shameful thing, but hopefully they do. And the report is claiming that Barca are more hoping for departures to get revenue. Maybe from there they might facilitate the transaction very easy. But I'm really, really baffled for the fact that even for the 25 million euros that many were expecting Barca to pay it easy, because normally the real price for Rafinha is far higher than that 25 million. But right now it's kind of funny to see such a report, and I don't know where we are really heading to. Seriously speaking, Barca is just acting sometimes confused. But I hope that we go for what we want. We go for what we want. Not tomorrow you hear this, today you hear that, the next day you hear something different. Makes no sense. 25 million euros, what we all fans who have been expecting Barca to pay it easy. And from the look of things are even working on Barca's favor, because Leeds might just relegate. Premier League just have one more match on Sunday, and I think Leeds, right now, I think the odds are against them to relegate. And Barca need to profit from that. Then now they're saying that they can't afford to pay that. It's total nonsense to me. Let's see how things unfold in the coming weeks. Then on to the next story of discussion. Barcelona B starlet Ace Abde is set to be promoted to the first team setup next season, claims journalist Quique Rodriguez. Signed from Helco's CF during the summer window, the young winger embedded in well with Sergi Barjuan's setup and was called up to the senior team when Barjuan was the interim manager after Koeman's sacking and before Xavi took over. Even after Xavi was in charge, Abde continued in the senior setup due to various injuries to several first-team forwards, and the 20-year-old made a solid impression on the club icon. Abde has made 12 team appearances this season, scoring 1 goal. As for his numbers with the B team, the winger has notched up 1 goal and 7 assists from 19 matches. Once the current campaign is over, Abde will not be part of Barca B team setup. It has led to a lot of speculations over his future, as clubs in Spain and outside are interested in signing the young winger. Indeed, he is attracting interest from La Liga club Real Betis, while Italian giants AS Roma are also keen. However, as per the update from Quique Rodriguez, Abde could end up staying put at the Camp Nou, with a promotion to the first team very much a possibility. The report states that manager Xavi likes him a lot and would be open to handing him a spot on the roster. With Ousmane Dembele's contract extension starting to look unlikely and Adama Traore set to return to Wolves, a place for someone like Abde could open up, in the first team squad. However, much would depend on Barcelona's salary situation and with regard to the financial fair play, as the club would also need to register new signings. Abde is a great talent, of course. He played under Xavi for a very short time, of course, considering that injuries were really hampering Barcelona, and I think he fairly did well. And even in the B team, there have been reports that he's performing very great over there, and Barca are still contemplating and might likely bring him back to the first team, when the season comes to an end. I think it will be something special for the player himself, that he's been called back to the senior setup, of course, which according to this report will be something great. But Barcelona might still loan him, because I've been getting a report of numerous links to Ace Abde, and that is it's a great possibility that he's been so terminally on loan. But of course, he might just be there for pre-season with the rest of the first team members, because Xavi likes him a lot according to the report, and might just give him the opportunity to have some minutes next season. So let's see if he ends up staying, or let's say promoted to the first team, or he will be loaned out or sold permanently. I think Barca will go one of those options. And on to the final story of discussion. A recent report from Mundo Deportivo has offered an update on Barcelona's pursuit of Robert Lewandowski. It appears Barcelona are weighing up an official bid for the Bayern Munich forward after he confirmed his intention to reject a new contract in Bavaria, most likely in favor of a new challenge elsewhere. Barcelona have emerged as the only possible destination for Lewandowski, with the Spanish giants prepared to kickstart the operation despite the finances involved. Lewandowski is aware of Barcelona's difficult economic situation and is doing everything he can to ease the operation for Barcelona. The report suggests the Pole is even willing to take a sizable salary cut in an attempt to force a move to Camp Nou at the end of the season. The forward currently earns around 22 million euros per season gross salary at Bayern Munich. He was expecting a similar salary at Barca or any other club he joins, but it appears the Pole is willing to lower his demands as he is aware of Barca's economic crisis. Lewandowski could lower his salary demands up to 6 million, meaning Barcelona will only have to hand him a 16 million euro per season gross salary in order to attain his services. It is still going to be a difficult operation for Barcelona, knowing they will also have to pay Bayern a sizable 40 million euro transfer fee. Hence, Barcelona's pursuit of Lewandowski could hinge on several factors, including the club's new sponsorship deals, and player sales, with Barca recently sanctioning the 20 million euros sale for Felipe Coutinho to Aston Villa. The likes of Miralem Pjanic, Clement Lenglet, and Samuel Umtiti are soon expected to join that list, thus paving the way for Barcelona to secure the services of the Polish hitman this summer. So, recent reports keep giving us the impression that Lewandowski is very, very desperate and wants no other move than to join Barcelona, to the extent of him sacrificing some of his wages in order to join the club, considering that Barcelona are suffering economically. And that tells you that he's really desperate for a move to the Camp Nou. Of course, some other clubs have been showing interest in him, but according to reports, Barca is his top priority. So let's see how things unfold. But I think it's a great gesture for him. In case the report is to be believed, then Barca will be very happy for that gesture from Robert Lewandowski, because there's no way on earth Bayern is paying him 22 million euros net a season, and there's no way Barca can match that. And if Lewandowski is really desperate to join Barca, then it is understandable for what he did by lowering his wages so that Barca might not be hit much harder as he comes to the Camp Nou. So callers, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video, and also hope you did subscribe. If you haven't, please endeavor to do so you always stay in touch with the latest in FC Barcelona here on FIFA Barca. Until next time, bye bye.